There's like orange and red, which is more of like or orange and yellow, which is like a magnolia.
Mm.
I used to eat crayons, bro. Why don't you go pound salt?
When did you join the Marines?
What?
I
you
like
mean?
how his credentials for that was like, great. I'm qualified on the matter. I used to eat crayons.
That's the only way I would know that there's a colored magnolia is because it was in the Crayola 36 pack, and I would pound them down.
Let me see your color qualifications. I ain't got no qualifications. I used to eat crayons. That's good.
Was your favorite the 12 pack or the 128?
Bro, the bigger the better, dog. More variety.
So
What's your
you're
favorite
just
color?
insulted when you see a Skittles commercial and they tell you to taste the rainbow. Because you already have.
I'm not insulted. I know that they're not tasting the real rainbow. So I actually feel bad for them. Like, I feel bad for people eating Skittles. Welcome to A Foolish Endeavor, a conversation between like-minded, self-proclaimed intellectuals, where absurdity is the best that we can muster. Oh boy. Welcome to our finale episode of season 1, where we are taking a little stroll down memory lane, hanging out with our buds, talking about our childhood who's and whatsies, and just having a good time.
Yeah.
I am Alex Castile.
I'm Chad, the editor-in-chief.
I am Jake. I am the one you'll probably be talking to if you ever DM us on social media. Usually one making those posts. And, the ever-loving IT guy.
He's in a Christmas sweater.
I am Merry Sithmas.
Mary Sithmith.
And you are?
I'm Dominic.
Dominic. I missed
Yes,
you, Dominic.
I have no title here.
I missed
I'm
you.
just here.
I missed you.
I missed
You were-
you.
Your title is The Returned.
I am the returned.
You were over there touching nuclear reactors and stuff with your fingers and whatnot, making it go off and on and all that stuff. And I was like, "What are you doing?" But anyway, so you're back now, and
Yeah, I'm slightly
You're-
radioactive now,
you're not-
but I'm good.
you're not dead.
Yeah.
Smoking atoms.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm Dominic the radioactive. That's what I am.
He's glowing with it.
We need to make
excitement.
you like a really long name like Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Like Dominic the Radioactive, the returned from the outage. And just like keep on
Return from
going
the
with it. The returned from the outage. Just keep on going with it.
Right. Just
Get
keep
like a
adding
30
to it.
yeah, like a 30-word name for him.
I like the sounds of
Yeah.
it.
That would be fun.
But yeah, I mean, like today's episode, we're just kind of reminiscing, BSing, having a good time, which is really what we made this for.
Right.
It was just as much about making the content as a reason for us friends to hang out. And it gave us a reason to like make a schedule and hang out.
Right. Yeah, and it kind of like took us out of like our like comfort zones because like we haven't done this before, so it was something like cool, new, and exciting. And I'm really glad to be here with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to it every other week.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun to look back on some of these conversations too.
Yeah.
That was a big part of it for me because you get to relive some of the conversations that made us laugh so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of get to relive that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Trying to think of. Yeah.
Good thought.
I'm a professional podcaster then.
Thanks for sharing that, Alex.
I mean, I just laugh at how much like Boo Boo Pops have come back up. Like I think
Boo
we've
Boo
talked about
Pops.
Yes.
Boo Boo Pops in like 3
Classic.
episodes.
Trying to think, what if like what are some of our favorite conversations that we've had? I like one of my favorites is the video game one
Mhm.
for Dom. That one was really good.
The final boss, yeah.
Yeah.
That was and well, I guess his was the entire game idea. That was a good one.
That was supposed to be like a 5-minute conversation. We
Yeah.
spent 25 minutes.
I don't even.
Uh,
That hasn't even been posted yet, right? I don't think
it
that
was
portion's
included
been.
with the one.
I don't
with,
think it got included.
There was one episode that like we couldn't record, so you pieced together some old.
Yeah, I thought it
Was it in
ended
that
up
one?
in one of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Uh,
I just
if
remember it wasn't in the one that we recorded.
Right,
it during.
right,
Right.
It was used.
It-
later.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, flood the comments with Chad, you're wrong.
IKEA.
I will make that conversation a bonus episode because that
It was a good
it was
one.
supposed to be
Mhm.
5 minutes of, hey, if you were an end game boss, how would you be defeated and what would your music be?
Right.
And then we like did the pre-production brainstorm development on a game based on Dom's response.
Which I forget what it even was, but I just remember it being
Something
hilarious.
with a wolf and like
Oh,
a vision
yeah.
quest.
and,
was,
and
like,
a
you
vision
could-
quest, and it was like all about what color collar you picked for it and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and,
Yeah, there were
was-
little clues that help you beat the end game, and basically the whole point of it was at the end you befriended the wolf. You didn't beat it, and then you went
Wow.
into the second game where the wolf
and
dies.
you murdered it. Oh,
No, but he dies. But when he dies, he breaks your heart, so he gets the ultimate win anyway.
wow.
Yeah.
We should make this as a mobile game, Jake, and you can program it.
No,
Okay.
I've made one
There
mobile
was-
game, and I wanted to kill myself after.
There's another conversation where we were talking about like it's like really talking about like how much things weigh in like old English times.
Yes.
Thing, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
that
and
was
just
great
sizes
too.
too.
Yeah, like
of
what
the different
was like
barrels, like
yeah.
the butt ton and stuff
butt
like
ton,
that.
a metric
Yeah,
butt ton.
a
that's
metric
it.
butt
Yeah,
ton.
Mhm.
that was good.
A hogshead.
Yep.
A hogshead.
Hogshead. Yeah, that was a good that was a good conversation. I mean, I really liked the soup salad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
I mean,
one was good.
that's
too.
like top tier.
yeah.
That one was most helpful for me because I actually have a wide range of water that I regularly go to now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've got
As I
I've got
see.
my house water. I've got my going out
His
places
travel
water.
water, which he has right now.
Uh-huh.
is
I've got-
liquid death.
I've got 3 different kinds of church water so that when I'm on campus Sunday morning, people aren't looking at me drinking liquid death thinking that I'm pounding beer during work. So
The Lord drinks wine.
I think it'd be so funny if you put that in like a beer koozie. Just
I
sitting there with a
think that
beer
would be
koozie.
why you should drink liquid death during church, so that everyone just thinks you're pounding
You'd be
beers
like,
during
Wow,
church.
this like Chippewa Church is really progressive.
Then next week you see a dude just bringing a 12-pack of
Yeah.
like Bush Light.
He's like, Chad's doing it. Chad's doing it.
That guy's doing it. Why can't I?
hey
A
friend,
middle of a
this
sermon,
is mountain water.
But a middle of a sermon, you sure.
Bush.
But each time he does the bush as he opens it,
Yeah,
middle of the
Jesus.
sermon.
Hear the Lord.
Based on that commercial, I'm pretty sure that everybody that drinks Bush makes the noise when they open a Bush.
I'm sure.
I feel like
Mhm.
you get your case taken away from you if you don't.
Maybe.
I like Bush. Bush
I-
is good.
I don't think I've ever had Bush.
I
I
have
feel like I'm not missing anything though.
I have
You're
a joke
not.
in my brain, but I'm gonna keep it in my brain.
Probably my favorite conversation we had was never posted though. The wishing well one. I think that
Yeah.
might be my favorite conversation.
Yeah,
The
that's
night that,
coming
like-
up though.
Yeah,
It's a
so
really good one.
people will hear
Wait.
about it now because he's gonna drop a
coming up?
bonus. He's gonna drop a bonus episode after this one.
Oh, cool.
The
For, like
original.
around Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we could talk about that now.
Our,
but
our,
if it's
our
gonna be
bonus
But it's okay.
New Year's episode is going to be our pilot when we talked about the wishing well.
Yeah.
oh,
Our
cool.
pilot wasn't as great production wise just because it was difficult because we weren't all together.
Right, I was.
We were trying to do it over Zoom with Alex and it just did not work well. But then Alex moved closer, so
Here I am,
it's easier.
and
now.
we're in my house, so
Yeah.
works out for me. Dom,
But
what's
no,
your
that
favorite?
was fun.
I don't know. I like the conspiracy ones.
Me
The
too, it's
Bigfoot. I mean, can't go wrong with the Bigfoot conversation. He slowly kind of morphed into
Our
Bigfoot
like
became
a
our
mascot.
mascot.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
the mascot of
Sasquatch.
season 1, at
Yeah.
least season 1.
yeah. I kind of hope he keeps popping up.
Oh, he'll stay around.
We're
Yeah.
definitely
The Illuminati Sasquatch.
Yeah,
the Illuminati Sasquatch.
drop a comment or like send us a DM if you want us to make T-shirts of those, because I definitely want a T-shirt of that.
I want a T-shirt. Yeah,
The Illuminati Sasquatch.
Illuminati.
popping in and out of portals.
Just Illuminati Sasquatch or Squatch OS?
Well, both. I want
Okay.
both. The Squatch OS was pretty good. If you didn't watch our live stream from last week, we had for our loading screen was Squatch OS in our teaser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Loading screen. We had a loading screen.
We had a loading screen.
Dude,
That's
I had
cool.
I had a countdown video for it. He had like a video for whenever we like stepped away for a couple minutes and everything.
Nice.
It was as professional as we had time to complete.
Nice. Next time when I am able to be there, it's going to
Yeah.
be good.
Well, I mean, we worked out most of the kinks this time, so we should be a little bit smoother sailing. But we had a lot of hours of prep into that.
Oh my gosh.
Just
so
starting from
many.
scratch and just like figuring out how to use OBS with all that. Like we were in my bedroom with 2 Xboxes and my computer just trying to figure out how we could make it not look like garbage.
Yeah. You guys ended up using Xbox Ones?
Yeah, we used both of our Series X's.
Yeah, Series X.
Series X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you use Xbox One controllers on a Series X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we used the Master Chief Collection so we could play like any of the Halos.
And how far did you guys get?
We got just past
Uh,
halfway
Halfway
in the
through?
3 campaign.
The Covenant was the mission that we ended
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Do the
finished it,
second-
but we're gonna have to go back through it because
There's
What
one
do you-
mission
what do you mean
that
you
we want
finished
you
it?
for.
like we finished that mission,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
but we're gonna start with that mission again.
Why do you want me?
You'll see.
Okay.
There's a certain
scary.
like challenge.
There's a puzzle in that
There's
level.
a puzzle that
There is
only
a
you,
puzzle in
that
that
only
level.
you would
Yeah.
be able to complete out.
Do
of
you
all
know
of
the
us.
actual answer to that puzzle?
Wait. I am not thinking of the same thing, I think, because I'm thinking of a part where you have to climb to a certain part. But
No, that's
not.
not what
no.
it is.
Okay. I don't know. Do I?
I don't know if you know the actual answer or not.
We
I
don't-
remember.
Why
I
do you
remember
need me,
when we played through it as kids.
I probably knew then. I knew
Uh,
everything about Halo then.
I know that I had a printout of the answer from a cheat code website
Oh.
because it was hard to. It took a couple years before people actually figured out like that all of the information you needed to figure that puzzle out was in the game.
That was the greatest game ever made, I think, honestly. Halo 3.
It's definitely up.
We were going through and trying to get all the skulls. We got
We got most of them.
we got almost all the skulls so far.
Yeah.
Like the Easter egg skulls.
Yeah, there's a skull that I remember getting that was like, I was like, wow, this is insane. It was like, yeah, it's crazy.
Good story.
Oh man.
I mean, like for me, it was the nostalgia of like through like high school and stuff like that. For me, like before Christmas break, that last day of school, I would come home. I would just pack a bag and either have my parents drop me off at Chad's or Chad would come pick me up. And it was like I was spending the next 2 or 3 days at the Lewis household playing video games.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we would always get Chinese that first night. The second day, we would always make our chili.
Yep.
And then usually the third day, we'd be like, we eat whatever Bonnie's making.
When was
Or
it?
Wendy's.
Krabby
or
Patties.
Wendy's. Or Wendy's, yeah. We'd always
When
get,
was this?
Frosties.
How old?
For years. Like, I was high
Starting
school.
High school.
For
okay.
me, high school.
So-
And then all the way through college, we still kept
Mhm.
that up for me. Like, it was like a solid 8 years that we did that.
And you and I hung out over
Right.
Thanksgiving during like middle school. Into high school a little bit.
I remember coming over to your going over to your house very often when I was young.
Yeah.
You used to come to
what-
grandma's with us a lot.
I remember one time bringing my trumpet to your house whenever I was in 5th grade. 5th grade. And I brought my trumpet over, and I was like, bro, check out my trumpet. And I blew it once, and your mom was like, no, not in the house.
That definitely sounds like Bonnie.
And I was like, but, and she was like, you can buzz into the mouthpiece. I was like, okay.
Meanwhile,
Do you
you're
remember that
looking-
now?
Meanwhile, you're in 5th grade looking down to her.
She's
I remember
No.
Yeah, she's like, no,
No.
not in the house.
You're probably scaring the shit out of Angel.
Was Angel even a
our
thing?
cat. That was our
Right.
cat.
That was their cat.
Back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fat?
Uh,
Average?
She
average.
was poofy.
Okay.
She was poofy.
Plumpily
She had-
average.
She had like really thick hair.
Chunk.
That made her look fatter than what she was.
Okay.
She didn't like most people.
No.
I remember not really noticing her. So
Yep.
She was always hiding in the basement or like behind the couch in their living room.
Yep.
I remember there was many days I would like stay the night, like a couple nights, and we would play video games down in your basement,
Mhm.
just like constantly.
And then you would
Yep.
go, so like, you would go through the bathroom, which would then take you to like the little snack area.
Oh,
that
the
they
Yep.
had, and you would just
The
be
little
grabbing
muffins.
So many,
So many
little
little
bites,
muffins.
All of
little
the
bites
little
and
bites.
ho hos.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
And we
oh my
would-
gosh.
And then back in Chad and I's day, we would go upstairs and we make some Krabby Patties.
Yep.
Do you remember the recipe?
Like Hawaiian buns, I think, is what we had a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Both slices overly packed with mayonnaise, and then just Tyson chicken patties.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
that or they always had those frozen breakfast sandwiches. Those like little Jimmy Dean sandwiches.
Nah.
Mhm.
Never was
What-
there for that.
I know.
You
I
probably
always
were.
had those a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. And then
I loved getting the sausage, like breakfast corn dogs at your house.
Yeah. The sausage, like pancake dogs.
The pancake wrapped sausage on a
Mhm.
stick. Yeah. Those were good.
Or my parents would always buy chicken pot pies, like frozen chicken pot pies, if they knew Chad was coming over.
Okay. I need quick tangent chicken pot pie. Have any of you had a KFC chicken pot pie?
They're pretty fire.
No.
Best chicken pot pie, period.
made with
Okay.
actual pot.
So good.
I don't agree with best, 'cause I've had like my mom made homemade ones before and they were better, but for ease of access ones, KFC's got the crown.
I might
Nice.
have to try it.
Oh man, they're so good. I've been really depressed these last 3 weeks because every time I've wanted one, I've gone out to go to KFC and they've been closed.
Yeah, what's been up with
It's
that?
either
I don't know.
closed or the drive-through line is ridiculous.
Like
Yeah,
all the way to
longer
Home
than-
Depot.
it's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well,
The only thing that's a bonus with that is now the Taco Bell line isn't very long.
it's so short.
So like I can get
But-
my steak quesarito real quick.
I would say though, I went to Taco Bell and got a cheesy gordita crunch, one Doritos Locos taco, and a small Mountain Dew. It was like $11. I was like, bro, horrible.
See,
There was a day that used to be 6.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, so there's that, but then I could have gotten a like fill up box that had the grilled cheese burrito, a chalupa, which is basically a cheesy gordita crunch, and then a Doritos Locos taco, a drink, and chips and cheese for $6.
Well, why didn't you do that?
I should have done that.
Should have done that.
I
Well,
didn't realize
and
it was gonna be
also, like,
$11.
If you go through a drive-through, you can't get the quesaritos, but if you order on app, you can get a quesarito.
I didn't know that because
Mm.
I have
Mhm.
not had a quesarito since.
Yeah, but if you go
I
through
can
the
poop
app,
right.
you can get a quesarito.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Why does that make a difference?
I have no idea. It's so dumb.
It's a ploy to get you to download their app and to use their app services because they think it'll make you go to the place more often if you get like, oh, we'll give you a free taco if we go this time.
Yeah.
Which
Hmm.
it does.
Well, speaking of apps, so I picked up Wendy's after church yesterday for my dad and I.
There's a burger there that's really good, by the way.
But then I looked at how many points I had. Well, whenever we were remodeling Chad's apartment, like we were going to Wendy's a lot and we were just ordering through my app. And then like I've always just ordered through the app now because the line's usually pretty long, so I just do curbside pickup then. Dude, I have like 2,400 points. Like the most expensive thing that you can get with points is like one of their salads, which is 700 points. Like, that's how many points I
let's
have
go to
for
Wendy's.
Like you can literally I can probably get like 24 like of their like
burgers. Like
single chicken, like their like dollar menu chickens.
there's a
Let's go to Wendy's.
bourbon burger. It's excellent.
That's very good. Yeah, I had that a couple weeks ago.
The one with the cheddar bacon
yeah. It's
jam
okay.
burger thing.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I think it slaps.
I
The,
think I like the
bourbon's
chicken
better.
more than the burger for that one.
Yeah.
I didn't have the chicken one. I had the burger one. I got like
I won't-
80% through it, and I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of done.
What,
I
like
couldn't
the
finish
burger?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a lot of. I think that bread too with it is just like a lot.
with all the cheese
The
on it.
cheese
it's-
baked
yeah.
in the bread. Good concept. Execution's okay.
Yeah.
But the bourbon one though, I think is one of my top fast food burgers ever. It's excellent.
That is very good.
It is a good one.
I love it when Wendy's has the pretzel buns for anything.
I hate pretzel buns.
Oh, I love them.
I'd rather eat off with sandpaper than rather eat a stupid pretzel bun.
Wow. I really like pretzel buns. I think they taste
I like
good.
Dom?
the pretzel buns with beer cheese on a burger. Ooh.
Mm.
Yes.
Are you team PB? Are you team with me?
I'm with Alex.
Yeah, Dom.
I'm gonna say
I miss
something
Dom.
controversial. I missed you too, Alex. I'm gonna say something controversial, but I don't really like soft pretzels.
All right, down with Dom.
Wow,
No, I love
the
Dom.
looks I just got.
I need an explanation.
Any hands? Any hands don't tickle your fancy, bro?
No, it really
Jake
doesn't.
winked.
Like I just no,
Really?
The cinnamon
no.
pretzels,
Annie Ann's
bro?
doesn't do
Oh,
it.
Cinnamon
dude.
pretzels?
Like, don't
They're
be
so
wrong. I like
fire.
a good
Those
old
aren't-
like soft pretzel with
Classic
like
with cheese. In the salt.
But man, when you get those cinnamon and
With-
sugar
With
pretzels,
the cinnamon dip. Oh man, it's so
yes,
fire.
like the cinnamon butter dip.
I remember
Okay,
going to
I
Walmart
do like
and
the
getting
cinnamon
it
butter
and
dip,
being
but
like, bro, yeah.
What is it about a pretzel, a soft pretzel, that
It
that I'm
literally-
really only there to eat the cinnamon butter dip. Like that's it. I'd rather just
But
straight up
with
a
a cinnamon sugar pretzel, though, obviously.
yeah.
But you said you don't like soft pretzels. So what
I
about
really
soft
don't.
pretzels?
I just
Are you a hard pretzel
You
kind
like
of
I am
person?
definitely a 100% hard pretzel guy. Like
Doesn't
that is
like 'em
my
soft,
favorite
likes 'em
snack of all
hard.
time. Right. Like
But see, but
like pretzels are my favorite snack. Like they're way better than chips. They're way better than
You're
crackers.
you're insane. Because literally, soft pretzels dipped in cheese have scientifically everything that your brain wants and craves out of a food. It has like some sweetness from like the pretzel and the cheese, and it has saltiness from the salt and the pretzel, and like the fats. It has the perfect
It's like the
proportion
sweet,
of
salty,
everything.
and savory.
I don't
Yeah, it's
like-
literally everything.
I don't like the cheese that you normally get either. Like
You're-
the nacho cheese. I don't like
think-
nacho cheese.
I bet if you
I
had
I'll have a salty pretzel with no cheese.
see that
I don't need the cheese.
that's barbaric.
then your mouth is just dry.
Yeah, it's
Well,
you're
then I
just,
have a Coke.
you're just eating sand.
So you're just washing something down with a Coke. Just drink a Coke.
But I like the taste
okay.
of a
Just washing
pretzel.
That, I
sand
get
down
that.
with a Coke.
But I like the pretzel.
But you like hard, but you like hard pretzels.
Yeah, I love hard pretzels.
Huh. See, I bet if you had like a
Completely
gourmet
different
soft
feel.
pretzel, if you had a gourmet soft pretzel from a place that had like a bougie cheese that was good, that was like Gouda.
Dude, you
I-
don't even
Okay.
need that. I love the ones we got in high school.
We need to find like $100
$1.35
Or
for a
Sal's.
pretzel
Sal's jalapeno pretzels. Oh,
dipped in honey mustard.
yeah, so
Mm.
fire.
I want to find like $150 gourmet pretzel and see if like that tickles your fancy.
I would love to eat that pretzel, and I would love to tell you
Probably hate it.
that I don't like it.
You'd be like, well,
So I
there's
was like, this is
$150.
even worse
No.
than the frozen Dollar Tree one.
Don't get me wrong. Like it's not that I
Those are pretty
can't
good.
eat it. Like I'll eat it. It's just I don't enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
think it's just like one of those
Like,
things where it's like,
There's nothing to enjoy about it.
it's almost the same thing as like normal chip versus wavy chip. Like it's the
Normal,
same flavoring
100%.
on it, but like it's completely different. Like that's why he's preferring the hard pretzel over soft pretzel.
I don't even understand how you guys put
So-
a hard and soft pretzel in the same category.
We're not.
They're literally the same
Yeah.
food, bro.
Yeah,
One's
but
just
they're
hard, one's soft.
not.
No. They're completely different snack categories.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's a
saying
pretzel.
completely different.
Either
No.
way, though.
Dom, do you like just snacking on bread?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that
Yeah, you're probably not gonna get me here because like my
I
favorite
that
part of
doesn't-
the
that
bread.
too.
What's your
'Cause
favorite
I
part
would-
of the bread?
depends on the bread.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, we're talking about rolls here. Like I could snack on some Hawaiian rolls for a while,
See that?
or
that-
some
yeah,
like
that
Texas
I-
Roadhouse rolls. I could snack on some rolls.
Also tasty.
I could just eat bread straight up.
Yeah, I like bread. I like the heel of the bread.
You like the butt ends?
No one likes
You
my-
like the part that everyone discards.
Dude, I
Yeah.
eat
So-
that because I'm just like I'm trying not
I-
to be wasteful.
I won't put that on a sandwich, but when I'm like close to ending a loaf,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the bread out, and then whatever butt's left, I'll just eat as I'm making a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
But that's usually only
The
if I
controversial
have.
part about me not liking the heel or butt, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that I don't know how many of those I ate in oh my goodness.
Communication, my son.
Oh my gosh.
Bless you, Jen.
Preparation.
Okay, Kevin. Okay.
Preparation for spaghetti dinners. Because we would never put those in the baskets. And we would literally just have bags upon bags of heels. And we would just be like, we'd look around and go dip it in the sauce real quick.
Well,
Save it
that's
for snacking.
That's good.
I would not dip it in the sauce. Again, I would just eat those.
I did
eat the
too,
butt
but
straight.
sometimes.
Gross. What I do with the butt of the bread is I put it in the middle of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and make a peanut butter and jelly triple decker.
Just
You heard that?
I started making those from high school
That's
Yeah.
a good way.
because
Yeah,
they
they
made
do.
triple deckers in high school, and I would always buy those whenever we had away baseball games. So that'd be my snack on the way to the game.
What kind of bread
Wow.
are you using though?
I do not discriminate. I like all breads.
Artisanal
kind of-
is
what?
the top tier bread.
I
get
like
the artisan
Wonder.
Mm.
Actually, I really just like all breads. I really don't.
Yeah, I like all bread.
But my favorite though actually is the
I like
think
Schweebels. as
Pepperidge
well.
Farm, the artisan white, like in like the bag. It's like in a bag inside a bag. If
Okay.
that makes sense.
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
The Hardy White, yeah. That's the best bread for me.
Artisano.
So you're telling me
Yeah, I get the
That if-
the artisan.
if you were like at a restaurant, they brought out like a loaf of bread,
Yeah.
you wouldn't just go straight for the ends.
No, I go for the middle. Work my way to the butt.
I
I go
don't think-
straight for the ends.
I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant where they didn't pre-slice the bread and like already remove the bread butt.
See,
You gotta
you've
go to
never
Outback. Go to Outback and
or
eat the ends. It's
the
a life changing.
You go to the brewery up at Slippery Rock. They literally the bread comes in like a legitimate ceramic pot, and you have to cut it out.
Ooh,
Sounds fancy.
I think I've been to the brewery once, but I don't remember.
like the North Country.
Mm-hmm. Like right there by Slip.
I don't remember their bread.
It's pretty good bread, and it comes in a ceramic pot that you cut out of it.
They also have a really good beer, Firehouse Red.
Mm-hmm.
Some good stuff.
I've never been there.
It's pretty good food. It's usually pretty busy. Like they have their own microbrewery there. Like that Firehouse Red is
Mhm.
brewed on site.
It
That's
tastes
cool.
delicious.
Mm-hmm.
One time I got a whole growler.
It's like cool seating in there too.
There's a
whenever you
bunch
go
of woodsy
upstairs.
stuff.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of like old school skiing stuff and just like a bunch of like I don't know vintage like sporting equipment. It's pretty cool.
The atmosphere.
It does have a nice atmosphere
From SpongeBob.
for a college town. It does not fit the college town like atmosphere.
I mean, colleges like to drink. It's a good drinking place.
It seems a little fancy for the.
It's too
I
fancy.
guess
No,
especially
if you're
for
if
Slippery
you're at
Rock.
Slippery Rock,
Yeah.
you're going straight up the hill
Yeah.
from brewery, and you're going to Ginger Hill, where you can buy like a whole entire pitcher of Coors Light for like $1.50.
I've actually never been to Slippery Rock before.
Jess
But-
and Zach went there.
Apart from that, yeah, true.
Hey, Chad here, and I just wanted to thank all of you for hanging out with us these last few months. This episode officially concludes Season 1, and we will be back with Season 2 in January. If you missed our live stream over Thanksgiving weekend, well, that's our fault for communicating that event just a couple of days before and not talking about it on this platform. To that end, we extend our deepest apologies. For that stream, we hung out, played some Halo, and asked viewers to join us and the Extra Life organization in supporting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. With this short segment, I will simply ask you, within this holiday season, to show your support for our podcast by supporting Children's Miracle Network hospitals through the Extra Life link down in the description. There you will also find a couple of links to learn more about the Extra Life organization. Thank you all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a wonderful New Year. And we'll see you all again in 2022.
So, Chad, one of the main things I remember from your house as well
Oh boy.
is so much hand sanitizer.
Every room.
Literally
And it's not like you
I've
just had the
never-
little squirt bottles. Like every room had like that like half-gallon jug
Yeah.
hand sanitizer.
And that was like pre-COVID before it was cool. Like she was when it was like
this was
not
like around
cool.
Y2K. Bonnie was starting
Yeah.
this.
Oh, when hand sanitizer was like, when it first got big, my mom,
And then your brother,
there was like no soap in the house. It was just all hand sanitizer.
Hey, Mr. Chemist guy over there.
Yes, sir.
Is that helpful? Just to use hand sanitizer over
Barely.
soaping?
Hard.
Okay.
No, definitely not ever. So actually, what
it's the scrubbing
it's the
action,
scrubbing.
right?
It's the scrubbing that takes the germs off of your body. The
So you
soap-
don't have to use soap.
Soap.
It aids.
Soap is what lifts the germ off.
Because
lifts
it
the
also
germ
has
off of
like
you.
that's why the soap that's almost like grainy, like that you'd have as like
Exfoliator.
like a shop soap. If you know what I'm talking about, like
Mhm.
those are always the best ones. Like like Mojo Mechanic soap is the
Mhm.
best. Like you can feel it just scrubbing your hands clean.
Yeah, and that's what actually gets it off. So that's why you have to rub for a while and then just rinse it off.
Build
You're
up
not-
that lather.
Yeah, but hand sanitizer, it kills germs on
Supposedly 99%
but
of them.
it's it doesn't like penetrate like soap does. So like it doesn't take the germs out of your skin.
It just takes the surface.
surface germs off. So really, and actually, in order to get like the 99.9%, you have to use like a hand full of soap.
But
hand
also,
sanitizer.
my
You have to
question
use
is
a
like,
lot of it. And be
whenever you're
rubbing.
washing your hands with like soap and water, the water then washes it away. Whenever you're using hand sanitizer, aren't you just like
That's the
spreading
thing.
it around your hand?
But you're also killing it though, which is different than soap. Soap doesn't kill it; it just removes it, and you're washing it down the drain. So it does kill it. But there was a study done. You have to reapply hand sanitizer 14 times, I think, in order to get it to actually kill all the germs on the surface of your hands.
Wow.
Then that's like per one
one
time
time
you want to
use.
sanitize. You're like,
You're just standing there
Forever.
for 15
Yeah.
minutes.
yeah,
So you have to wait till your hands dry.
yeah.
Then you're just wiping it on your pants, getting more germs on your hands.
So I think hand sanitizer is a slight marketing ploy.
Probably.
I mean, it does do something.
Good
better
for
than
if you're
nothing.
on, like, if you're out
Yeah,
and you need a quick.
or like a porta
Yeah.
potty and you have
Yeah.
no other thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
It's
that.
better
than
than nothing,
Yeah.
but yeah.
You either
Okay.
can do 14 average squirts, or as I said, you can douse your hands. Just dip it in a vat of hand sanitizer, and that will also work.
Maybe
What if-
that's
what
we should
about,
do,
like-
just a-
Yeah,
Just have
we
a-
should
Dip our hands.
hand
Like a
sanitizer
50,
bucket.
a 50
Yeah.
gallon drum. Just
What about
Yeah,
like
I like that idea.
90% IPA?
Isopropyl alcohol?
Yeah.
Um,
Could I just like let my hands soak in there for?
your
30
skin would be
seconds?
absolutely wrecked. It would be horrendous. You'd be like Matt. It'd be horrible. But
after doing that like twice.
that's basically the same thing as hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is like 70 to 80%, mostly isopropyl alcohol. So it's basically the same. It's just the other
Just
20%.
suspended in a gel.
Yeah, the other 20% is the matrix, as well as like any like aloe, or if they want to add stuff to aid in.
Yeah, a lot of them have a little bit of aloe in
Yeah,
it.
to
Yeah.
stop your
The
skin. from-
Matrix. The Matrix is in.
Matrix is what holds it together. Like Joe,
Not as in the Matrix Resurrection.
I was kind of hoping it was that one.
the blue pill. He's like,
Although I kind of do want to go see the Matrix when it comes
Yeah,
out. I also want to
too.
go see the new Ghostbusters
Ghostbusters.
I really
because that
hot take. I don't care about the Ghostbusters.
I don't either, but I've heard good things, and it at least intrigues me.
Here's where I'll put it. I'm willing to go and see it on a $6 Tuesday.
I really
You
wouldn't
remember
do
when
that.
they used to be $5?
I do. And we went every single week.
We went so often.
Man, I haven't been to the movies in so long.
The last
I
thing,
don't think the world's been to the movies in
I
so
just-
long.
I saw
yeah,
Fast
but even
9.
before that, it
Yeah, I
was a
saw
long
Fast
time.
9 a couple months ago.
There you go. I'm
in
trying to think
theaters.
of what the last movie that I've seen in theaters was.
But it's also been like I haven't been super interested to watch things that are
True
out in
that.
theaters. Like I haven't been like I really want to go see that. You know, it's like
True
I'll wait till
that.
it's on Redbox or I can just like rent it on Prime.
I can't remember the last movie I saw.
I think the last one I
In the
saw in
movie.
theaters was Aquaman.
No,
That's not a good one.
no.
No,
John
it's
Wick was
not.
after that when we went with my
Oh,
dad.
that's right. Yes,
we
it
went
was.
and saw John
Yes,
Wick
it was.
3 with my dad.
One thing I think is interesting is how like the industry is moving to just putting everything right out to streaming services. Like Red Notice. Have you guys seen that?
Mm-mm.
It's a movie with it's Ryan Reynolds and The Rock.
Oh, straight to Netflix, yeah.
Straight to Netflix. And
But I think
it's-
that's also because like those movies are being like partially produced, like paid for by those streaming services.
they are, but that's like a lot of like movies like previously that movie would have been made by a regular studio and
Right.
and been brought to theaters, but because streaming services now have money and they can make that and bring it straight to the service, so that's
Mhm.
taking away movie ideas that would have been gone to big
True.
What I don't like is having a theatrical release and a day and date stream. I
screen.
don't
Now,
like
what's a day? What day? What
day and date.
a Daedric heart armor, like Skyrim.
Yeah. Yep.
Day what?
Day and date.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. My brain just made it work.
Yeah. Same day release to. Because I think there are some movies that like really benefit from theatrical release. Like if it's a cinematic
Star Wars.
experience, it should be seen in.
I think ones that are like soundtrack heavy or just like
Cinematic stuff.
like audio heavy, especially like whether it's the soundtracks that are like really driving it or like movies like The Quiet Place. I watched that in a theater and I watched it at home. It's a whole new ballgame when you watch it in a theater.
Mhm.
Like
Why?
having that, because like having the true good surround sound to hear that little like branch snap.
Yeah,
Where like whenever
add,
you're
like-
watching it at
yeah,
home, if you're
yeah.
not wearing a headset or if you don't have a really good audio system, you're just watching it on a normal TV. It's just you don't get that same feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like whenever something's really happening, you feel that bass in your chest when you're at a theater.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
things really do not need it, but are enhanced
Yeah.
by the like you said. I think I saw Star Wars
Star
Rogue
Wars, yeah.
One in theaters, and that was a really nice.
So good
experience.
in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
I
was
still
really
enjoy
good.
watching it just
Oh, yeah,
normally,
yeah.
but like
In theaters, watching it for that first time, that was
Yeah.
a good one, and that does remind me of the last thing that I've seen in theaters. Cats.
Oh, that's right. That was the last thing you saw.
Why?
what a terrible movie to end on.
So basically, what happened was we went to Robinson. I met up with some friends from high school. One guy was in from out of town, and we just decided like we're gonna go eat at Industry Public House.
Really good food there.
Yeah, really good water as we
Really
found
good
out.
water.
Really good.
Comes out of a
water.
nice like glass bottle. I feel like I'm in
Wow.
Italy.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
cool.
fancy.
Mhm.
And we were like,
Aquapans.
we just weren't
Aquapans.
ready for the night to end, basically. But we were like, what do we do next? So we decided to go watch Cats, and it was hilarious.
But that's not even something you can do like together. It's not like you can.
Oh
be like,
yes, it was because the whole theater was just laughing at the movie, except for one lady got really mad. But there was like 30 of us laughing about how bad this movie was. Like, what's she
Wow.
gonna say?
That's
nice.
her fault for going to go see Cats at like 11 o'clock at night.
Right. Like it wasn't just us that were.
She was
laughing.
probably
Like,
banking
everybody
on
else
like
was-
nobody else is gonna be there.
He's like,
I'm gonna have this
fine.
to myself.
He's like, I can enjoy the cinematic experience that is Cats.
It was horrible. it was disturbing.
you
it
find
was
out
really
that she
bad.
was like Sheldon Cooper going to the theaters, being like, caw, caw, trying to find the perfect acoustic seat. She went in there, found it. Then a bunch of hooligans came in, started laughing at her favorite
I
movie.
don't even think it was a bunch of hooligans. Like I think some people were actually there to see Cats, but like
Oh,
even they were
gosh.
just like, this is just so bad. It was a bad experience, but it was also funny to watch it with friends.
I will say watching the Christmas Carol in theaters was really cool in 3D. Like whenever they're flying around and stuff like that, like the snow like zooming past you, it was really cool. My mom got very sick watching that. And like that's the only thing that sucks about like 3D movies is like you wish you could just take the glasses off if you were getting sick, but then you look up and it's just even worse.
Yeah.
Oh man. I'm glad 3D movies aren't a thing anymore.
I think they still are. They're just very, very slim.
I don't think I've seen an advertisement for a 3D movie in like at least the last decade.
The last 3D movie I saw was Muppets 3D when I was 14.
I saw Avatar in 3D.
Was
Nice.
that good?
It was cool, like when they're flying around and stuff.
Mhm.
Like whether they're in like the pelicans or like on those dragon thingies. But
Nice.
other than that, it was just normal.
I don't think it adds to the experience
doesn't.
at all.
It doesn't.
It just a lot of times it seems forced,
Yeah.
and it's just
Well,
not
they're like,
even-
this is a 3D movie. We have to make everything 3D. You're just like, he's just throwing it in the garbage. It's okay.
right? Like why?
You
I
saw how that went in the can. You're
Like, I saw better
okay.
graphics in Osmosis Jones. I don't care.
Right.
Best movie. That should be 3D.
That would be a good 3D movie, not gonna lie.
That's just a great movie, hands down.
Well, yeah.
I think the first one I saw in 3D was Spy Kids.
That was a
Ooh.
big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh, I
But
did see
Spy
that.
Kids
yeah.
3D was just straight garbage. That was so bad.
I don't even remember.
And-
Which one was the one where he
Antonio
was the
Banderas.
guy? Was that 2? Like Shark Boy and Love Girl one? No, that was a different movie.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl was
Yeah.
its own IP.
I think so.
I'm thinking whenever he was like
IP?
they had like the like
Intellectual property.
different like
Wow.
suits on and he was the guy.
Yeah, that was the third
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah,
for
I didn't
sure.
understand that, Alex. I didn't.
yeah, that was 3D. 3D was garbage.
Yeah.
The second one was,
The-
I thought was pretty
The
good.
dinosaur one, right?
That was the
The
one
dinosaur. It was
where they
good.
had like miniature island or something like
yeah,
that.
the dinosaur one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
But the last movie I saw in 3D was Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I think that one was in 3D.
They came out with another movie after Lion Witch in the Wardrobe.
2.
Really? I
Wow.
gotta
Yeah.
watch those. I never knew that.
Yeah, Dawn Treader.
I really liked those movies. I just watched Lion Witch in the Wardrobe like 2 months ago.
Dawn Treader was the latest, and then they
Yeah,
just
for a
like
while.
stopped making those movies.
Those were good books as a kid. I enjoyed those.
Yeah, but the end of that saga got weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I only read like the first 4.
I
I
bet.
think there's 6.
It wasn't
So-
a very normal story to begin with.
Yeah.
There was I don't know why, but talking about Spy Kids miniature island thing made me think of a movie from way back in my childhood where there was like scary pizza thing, and there was like people buried in the sand up to their necks. Did any of you guys remember like something pizza, like a no? Okay,
Was this another Disney failure?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
was this just a fever dream?
No, it was a fever Disney failure. It was no, actually, but I think it was popular though. It was like a scary pizza.
Was
Like
this
the-
a part
the-
of that movie that you mentioned before?
No, the pizza had a face on it, and it was a scary pizza. And I remember it was like, there were people in a tree.
You were
That's like
so
the-
good at describing movies.
I do have one question since you weren't at the live stream, Alex.
Yes.
We spent a little bit of time, mostly me, talking about big words,
Okay.
and feeling like they're common words, but realizing that not many people know what they mean. Do you have any fun words that are big that
This is not what you're asking for, but this was the first word that I learned how to spell. Okay, well, no. The first word that was a big word that I was proud that I learned how to spell. It was delicatessen. Is that
Spell it
deli?
right now.
DELICATESSEN.
Sure.
I actually think that's wrong. I don't think that's right. I don't think about it. But anyways, so
What's it
What does
mean?
that
you don't know you don't know what that is?
I've heard it, but I don't.
It's literally a deli where you buy your meats and assorted things.
Wait,
That's what
deli is short for something?
It's short for delicatessen.
Huh.
See, that's a big word. It is relevant.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that one.
That's the delicatessen.
Wow. I'm gonna use that one day,
Huh.
and everyone's gonna look at me. It's like, what are you talking about?
Be
Well,
like,
I'm going
like
to my local delicatessen.
Yeah,
I could go for
Going to
some,
get me meats.
I could go for an assorted tray of delicatessen meats. So there you go.
Okay.
Big word.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
We were talking about pedantic and
Pedantic.
Facetious.
facetious, and
What is the difference between facetious and sarcastic?
that I don't know. I just use them interchangeably. I'm probably
Yeah,
wrong.
They
about
are
it.
not interchangeable.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
don't really care.
there's like a subtle difference, like that I can feel, but I don't know what it is. If that
yeah.
makes sense. Like,
Is,
I know when I should say sarcastic versus when I should say facetious.
is facetious the fancier version of sarcasm?
Can someone Google this?
I feel like facetious is being more of a smartass than sarcastic.
I kind of feel like
Like
it's
the opposite.
the other way. Yeah.
Sarcasm is where you're like, oh, yeah, this is bread. It's white. That's sarcastic. But if you're like facetious, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I had a red can on the table. And you're like, it was a white can. You're like, I was being facetious.
I feel like that's not.
Yeah, I
inaccurate.
really do not use.
I'm
I think
more
that's right.
confused than I was before
do you
you
spell
started
it?
talking.
That's when you use talk to text.
I literally don't use that. And you look like you're a child playing with
Delic-
a toy on your, like, 'cause he was tapping it and it was just like going left and right. Like a balancing.
Yeah, I got
Delican-
3 letters in and just gave up. Started hitting
Delicateness.
the
What was it? Delican.
delicatessen.
Are you
Delican.
okay? Did you have a stroke?
I can't say.
Delicatessen.
Delicatessen.
Wow.
Delicatessen.
No, that is a city in northern Pennsylvania. It's a delicatessen,
Delicatessen.
bro.
Delicatessen.
Delicatessen.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I feel like I'm saying the same thing as you, but then
You're
I'm
saying
not.
you're literally saying a couple letters off. Delicatessen. Come on, you got this. Okay, so Della.
Yeah.
Ka.
Ka.
Tess.
Tess.
In.
In. Delicatessen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally thought that was gonna be like Pink Panther. It was like
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Hamburger.
All right. Facetious. Treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor.
Oh,
Being
they are
flippant.
different.
Mhm.
So being what?
Being
Fondled?
flippant.
What? That doesn't help.
Yeah,
Flip it?
Flip it doesn't help.
Flippant.
Flip it. What does that mean?
Lippant.
And
Doesn't
that
help
means
me.
what?
So if somebody asks me what does being facetious mean, and I
Oh, it's
say
being flippant.
it's being flippant, that's me
Flippant.
just being facetious because I know that they don't know that word, right?
Not showing a serious or respectful attitude.
Okay,
yeah, that's
so
totally
can
me.
you please say
being
the
facetious when I
definition
say that.
of facetious again?
that?
And how do you spell it? Just so I know. Is it F? Is it start with an F?
Yeah.
Facitious.
Facetious. Yeah. Treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor.
Okay. And what's sarcastic?
Sarcasm is the use of irony to mock or convey contempt. So I guess you could use sarcasm to be facetious about a thing happening.
Okay. Interesting. So the main thing is facetious has to do with a bad thing.
Being inappropriately funny about a bad thing.
Okay.
The other word was pontificate.
Ah,
What does that mean?
To pontificate.
I'll get the actual
Doesn't that mean
definition
to
this
like
time.
deeply think?
no.
about
I want to
something?
hear Chad's definition,
Oh.
and then I want to know the written definition.
I would say also
The example that I can give for pontificate would be like a James Bond villain, like just
Right, they explain like what they're gonna do. Like
Yeah,
they
overly explaining, or like you taking up extra time to like fully verbalize an idea.
so like you when you try to tell an idea.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Chad
Pontificate.
pontificates a lot, which makes him very pedantic.
I pedantically pontificate my preposterous ideas.
That's
Is
it.
The only reason I
Hurry the
know
platypus.
pedantic is there's like something is shallow and pedantic. What's that from? It's from something.
Probably
No
that pizza
idea.
No
movie.
idea.
I'm very vague.
It's probably from that pizza movie, bud.
Mystic Pizza,
Or that Sandman movie.
Boogeyman.
Yeah, the Boogeyman. You're like,
Boogeyman.
no, it's the Sandman.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're like, oh yeah.
To pontificate is to express one's opinions in a way considered annoyingly pompous and dogmatic.
Like your opinion of Marvel movies.
Yep.
Well, what's pedantic?
Pedantic is
Chad
I
over.
believe it's the guy that has
Pedantic
like a
is-
child on
is knowing
Nice.
something and making sure that everyone else knows that you're better than them for knowing it.
I see. Like shallow and pedantic. Those two words go together.
Chad pedantically explains all of the big words that he knows and nobody else does.
Hmm.
The definition of pedantic is just being a pedant. A
A
pedant.
what now? A pendant?
Pedant. 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 A
Oh.
person who is excessively concerned with minor details and rules, or with displaying academic learning.
I could see that being a thing.
It's typically, if you're calling someone pedantic, it's typically an insult.
Ah,
Yes.
like saying you're dumb.
Wow. That was a good one.
Yeah, man. You
That
got
was
it.
really good.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, wow, and Wilson.
A Foolish Endeavor is hosted by Alex Castile, Dom Fontaine, Chad Lewis, and yours truly, Jake Ratkovich. Music is provided by EpidemicSound.com. This has been episode 9 of A Foolish Endeavor. Hit us up on Instagram at foolish_endeavor_podcast or leave us a comment and tell us your favorite topic we covered. We are glad that you have put up with our shenanigans for this first season. We honestly can't thank you enough. We will have a bonus episode for everyone on December 29th while we take a break over Christmas. You can find us on Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, Anchor FM, and YouTube at Foolish Endeavor Podcast. We will see you in 2022.
I really liked the. It was like a short throwaway thing in one episode, but Pizza Turtle.
Pizza Turtle.
Stop bringing up pizza because I cannot stop thinking about this pizza face. I think it was mystery pizza. I think that's what it was. But maybe not because I can't see anything about a pizza with a face on it. I don't know. Anyway, so pizza turtles were pretty cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.